What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast, the podcast where we talk about anything that's going on in WWE and no holds barred on what we say. I'm your host, Kyle Masters, as always. Basically, this episode is just gonna be about the Divas division and the so-called push that they were supposed to get, and talking a little bit more into that. We had some breaking news today. I can't believe I got these notifications. At first, I was like, is this still April Fool's? I mean, I checked the date. We're way past April Fool's already. I thought it was a joke until I got like the official WWE app notification. And if you don't have it, then you didn't get this notification. AJ Lee, that's right, you heard it here first. AJ Lee has officially retired from all in-ring competition with WWE. Holy shit, guys. What the... I mean, I kind of saw this coming, but not this early. This is nuts how early this has come. Oh my god. I mean, how is this going to affect this so-called Divas push that WWE is trying to get? And I'll get into more a little later, but wow. This is like way over the top. I can't believe AJ Lee's finally gone. Like, this is nuts. I mean, she's been in the WWE for like 6 years. And now all of a sudden you're going to hang the boots up. This is nuts. Whether or not this has anything to do with CM Punk, which there's a lot of rumors going out there right now and just on why she did it. I mean, I'm hearing that she's pregnant. I'm hearing that CM Punk made her. I'm hearing that she's finally seeing what CM Punk sees, so she's going to, leave the WWE. Maybe there's some backstage heat with Stephanie I'm hearing too. I mean, that hasn't officially come out yet on why she did it, and we'll probably won't know for a couple weeks on the official word, whether she comes out on a podcast and says why, like Cole Commanders or something or whatever. But yeah, she's done. Wow. I mean, she's one of the top divas in WWE right now, and this is crazy how they're gonna have to move. Now they're gonna have to bring up the NXT star. So let's get into this podcast episode now. Basically is gonna be titled "Where is the Divas Push?" I mean, before WrestleMania, WWE basically said that we're gonna start pushing the Divas division, and is going to be pretty much repackaged, but nothing. I mean, they didn't even bring up any NXT stars on the WrestleMania Raw and after Raw and SmackDown after WrestleMania. Like, that's when everyone thought, like, okay, now they're going to bring up Charlotte or Sasha Banks, and we're finally going to see them in the Divas division, and it's finally going to get flipped around. But no, it was nothing. You even had like that stupid tag team match at WrestleMania. Then you had another tag team match on Raw and SmackDown. What the fuck is this? Ugh, this is the worst Divas push I've ever seen. We didn't even have a vignette for an upcoming diva. They had one on NXT for a diva. I forget her name, but she looked pretty neat. She's a former bodybuilder, just like Alexa Bliss, so maybe she's going to feud with her. But there were rumors and reports before WrestleMania 31 that a Divas division push or change was going to happen, like after that WrestleMania. So I don't know what is going on, whether there's like a hold up backstage or what. But so far, it's been the same old shit. Like literally the Divas tag team match every other week. Here's what I don't get. Why was the Divas title not on the line at WrestleMania? Like, after watching that entire card, it would have made it would have fit in. Like, it wouldn't have put it over the top. It would have just made it slightly better. Like, I gave WrestleMania a 9.5 out of 10. It probably would have boosted me to like a 9.8. I probably would have pushed it and made it 10 out of 10. But the Divas title should have been on the line. If you're going to have the Divas being like that far into the card, you're going to have to put the Divas title on the line. Because that match was shit and should have been saved for the pre-show. I don't know whose idea was that to switch to Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal with the Divas title or Divas match, whatever. But that was just fucking stupid. What happened to this hashtag, Give Divas a Chance? Like, it was just trending all over Twitter for a while, and all of a sudden they're just going to stop. Like, literally, give Divas a chance. Like, I'm going to start using this hashtag everywhere now. Like, matter of fact, this is going to be the hashtag in our Twitter post for this episode. They need to bring up Charlotte or Sasha Banks right now. Now that AJ Lee's out, you need to bring them up right now. WWE, what the hell are you waiting for? You have to revamp this Divas division. It's so fucking boring. I mean, you can keep these matches between 6 to 9 minutes. It won't take up the whole show. I have a feeling it has to do with Vince. I think there's something with the Divas and Vince. I don't know what's going on with him. We know he's turning senile, but that's another story. They have to stop incorporating Total Divas. This Total Divas nonsense that they keep incorporating in the matches are stupid, and it doesn't make any sense with the on-screen feuds. Like, it make no fucking sense whatsoever. Like, how the Bellas go from, like, feuding with each other with the on-screen feud, and all of a sudden, because they're together on Total Divas, they brought them back as a tag team. It made no sense. Like, Nikki screwed Breeze so many fucking times. I don't understand how they're back together anymore. It just doesn't make sense. You gotta keep the Total Divas crap out of the in-ring feuds and in-ring competition. Now, I did have written down that AJ Lee and Paige need to go back to feuding with each other, but obviously that's not going to happen anymore because she's gone. So what's left for Paige? I mean, she's now considered like the best diva up there right now. I mean, they have others that they don't use. But right now, the main one is Paige. I mean, she has to be your champion, I guess. She's going to have to win the title of Extreme Rules if they're not going to do anything. Because the Divas division is just slowly going down the toilet from now on. The Bellas, though, don't get me wrong, the Bellas still have talent. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be together right now. They should be separate, but they still have some wrestling talent, and WWE could utilize them. They just need to know how to use them because they're not using them properly right now. This whole Total Divas crap and just making them with these stupid feuds. It's just, it's like head hurting. Like, this is so bad. They can do a lot better job with the Bellas, I think. So they need to be split up ASAP. The Divas division needs to go back how it used to be back in the Ruthless Aggression era. If anyone remembers, back when they had Lita, Jazz, Tori Wilson, Trish Stratus, like all of them. And there were such good storylines back then, and there was such good Divas wrestling. Now it's just become boring and stale, and WWE does not know how to use their divas anymore. They need to like go back and see how they used them back then and use them the same way. Guarantee you won't have the crowd chanting random shit during those matches. And apparently, like lately, and then it was true the last Raw and WrestleMania, there were a lot of sexist chants towards the divas. You won't have that if you put on good matches. Come on, WWE, like figure it out. But apparently, there are backstage reports on saying that Vince is really, really behind Layla. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Layla is set to return soon, and apparently she's going to get a big push. I don't know if that's had to do anything with AJ Lee retiring. Maybe this was prearranged, but Layla is apparently going to come back soon. She's going to get a big push, so I hope so. Maybe Layla against Paige. You know what? That would make a sick feud. If they revamp the Divas division right, Layla against Paige. Make it happen. Layla has so much talent, and Paige has so much talent behind her. They can do such a good job with this feud. It needs to happen. WWE, make it fucking happen. Now, I have down here as a question, and it's you know what? It could make sense if they got more divas and brought up more people. Do the divas need a tag team title? I think it'd be cool. I mean, you have the Bella Twins. You can definitely create another tag team like they've done in the past and had AJ or Alicia Fox team up with someone like Summer Rae or something. They could have divas tag team titles. I mean, you have like divas that they don't use right now, like Emma, Summer Rae, Layla, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, all these divas that they don't use anymore, and they're just sitting there waiting for a push or something. You know what? They could have divas tag team titles. I would love that. I think it would definitely boost up the divas division a little bit. I mean, there's going to be people that disagree with that, but in my opinion, I think they could use divas tag titles. I don't want them, but I just think if they went there, it'd be the right move to make the Divas division better. Definitely in my opinion. But yeah, crazy news today, guys, with AJ Lee leaving. She was one of me and my co-hosts' favorite divas. I mean, she's going to be one of my favorite divas of all time. It's sad to see her go, but hopefully she does well in her future endeavors. And we all know we'll see her again on TV, but it will be for the UFC. I'm guaranteeing she'll be walking out with CM Punk or be at ringside and shown in some way. But good for her. I mean, she's had a really good career in WWE, and hopefully this is not the real retirement. We'll see her in the future, maybe for one more match. But upstage Lee, some crazy news, guys. I'm still freaking shocked about it. But yeah, Divas division needs to get pushed soon. I thought it was really going to get pushed on Raw or SmackDown. I didn't see crap. So hopefully soon we'll see a better boost. But other than that, guys, I'm your host, Kyle Masters, as always. This has been No Holds Barred Wrestling Radio Podcast, a wrestling podcast where we talk about anything going on in WWE. And obviously no holds barred on what we say. And that's it.